Hey guys, welcome back. In this video, we are going to look into the map chart in Qlik Sense. So the map chart in Qlik Sense represents the graphical data. Which type of graphical data? The geographical data. The geographical data is a different data set in its own type. So these type of data you can get it online, which will cover a specific area. For example, there is a city and that city has some borders. So covering that city borders is a geospatial area. That data can be available on internet or it can be available from your client. You can even get that data from specific websites, and you can try to create your own map also, custom maps. So that is also possible. So in one of the scenarios, I am going to cover how you can write your name in your map chart. So my name is Ajay, so I am going to write Ajay in my map chart instead of this country India. So I am from India, so I have a geo area for my country, having the city and states. So for today I am going to showcase you about the states, how I can actually get it. So I have a data already added, and based on that we can show some analysis. So for example, I already have an analysis over here saying that Bihar has 51% share, Jharkhand has 54% of share, and something like that. So this is nothing but which is achieved. So I am trying to showcase here that which state has covered how much percentage share, okay, within its border. So let's say there was a 100% market share in Jammu and Kashmir, but they have only reached 47% till date. So I am trying to cover that because the client wants something like this. So how do you get this area? So to getting that area is very simple. I have already loaded a data for it. So for the data is actually coming from the database directly. So I do have city as well as the state. So how do you make a map chart? Just search for a map. In add layers, you have 4 types of layer here. Okay, 5 types. First is area layer. Area layer means it is going to cover the whole area. Let's say there is a city, then it is going to cover the whole city. If there is a state, it is going to cover the whole geolocation of that particular state. Point layer. Point layer will only give you a point at that particular city or that particular state. So it might come in the middle. Let's say this is what we are going to cover, and it will come over here somewhere. Okay. Line layer. Line layer means, for example, I want to travel from this location to this location. So it will actually generate a line from point A to point B, and then you can redirect from point B to point C or something like that. That is also possible. Density layer. So this is highly used for weather forecast kind of a thing, where you will get that this particular red area is prone to have a bad weather. Then the yellow, green, blue and the dark blue sector comes into play, where this is the safest zone or something like that. So this is something that you can cover, or this is actually used in industry also to focus that this particular area is actually having better sales. This is also another type of analysis which people are asking us to build for using the density layer. And the last is chart layer. Chart layer will actually provide you a pie chart or a bar chart over to that particular geo point. Okay, so to get that geo point, for to make this chart, you will need a measure as well that will distribute as per the area, and you have to add a different dimension also to get the proper chart displayed over there. So chart is not 100% chart over there, but yes, you can do that. And we have some tricks and tips that we can actually not pull out a chart layer over here. We can go with, let's say, the area layer, and when we hover to the area layer, we get the chart. That is another option that we are going to explore in the coming videos. And last is nothing but the background layer. Background layer is nothing but a clean background, so you can try to apply and try to create your own background as well, and you can do that. So for today's session, we are going to go to area layer, and I am going to select my state. So I have my state over here. So as you can see, the state is covering all the area. So to explain this concept better, I will add state, and I am going to add the city. So what is this doing is that it is actually going to open chart, open street map, and it is trying to find Andhra Pradesh, and it is trying to get the area of it. Okay, I do have a specific area also, but only using the name of the state is something you can also plot your charts. So it will need internet, and then and only then this will be loaded. If you don't have internet, another option is to provide the geolocation. So you have to go to location. As you can see, it is showing date, but I do have the geo area for this. So I'm going to provide the geo area. Now I have my whole India here. So what is the geo area? What is how it looks? So I'm going to add the geo area here. As you can see, it is this particular point, but for a specific area, let's say for Assam, it is going to have a huge number of data. Unfortunately, Qlik table cannot show the whole set of data. So I have another way to actually to show you guys is I can go to a text and image. I will add a small expression, and I will have that data here. So this is the whole data for my state Assam. So this is the geo area. Geo point is a different set of data. Geo area is a different set of data. So we already have this location, but if you don't have the area or something like that, you can actually go ahead and try to find a KML for this, and you can merge those KML, or you can get a whole country KML also. So, but the KML you actually get is only for cities or only for states or something like that. But there is a lot of spelling mistakes there which you need to rectify. So these were some of the spelling mistakes that we actually rectified, and then we attached the KML to it. So it took a hell lot of time for at least my country. So in your case, it might be a little different. So let's go on more with the video. So when I hover it, I can only see the name of the state. Okay. So let's say I want to add some analysis also. So next thing is I can add custom colors. Okay. So for area, you don't have any other option. Just to add a custom layer is another option you can do. So what I can do is I can see that go via a measure. Okay. And let's say I just do a random data. Okay, I've just written a random expression that will just multiply by 1000, multiply by 2 and minus 3 for a random generated data. Now I can give it a diversity, or I can give a color scheme to it. Mostly what I have seen is these type of color schemes are highly used. For example, this is the scheme that I wish to do. So this shows that this darker portion is highly relevant, and this has much more focus to it. So if I just over to it, I will see the numbers. So Rajasthan has 293, where Gujarat has 1.49. So what it does is, for the smaller number, it is giving a darker shade. I don't want that. So what we can do is, in color scale, in color you will get reverse color. Just reverse the colors. Now I know that Bihar has 1.94 and Gujarat has 1.49. So this makes sense for at least my type of analysis for my country, because we are keen to show that which is the lower side I want a lighter shade, and which is the darker side I want. So it depends on analysis to analysis. So in this way you can create your area chart and try to give a story for your analysis. Again, you can add or remove and try using different type of layers. So I am trying to add another type of layer just for demonstration purpose is states. As I told you, it will just give me a pinpoint for my states,